Hello, welcome to Stackable, the all-in-one solution to building stunning websites with a WordPress block editor. In this video, we'll dive deep into the different image settings available on the Stackable editor. Most pre-designed Stackable blocks will include the image block such as feature, feature grid, image box, and more. But apart from those blocks, there are other ways you could add images in a block, such as adding an image as a block background and a container background. You can add the image block by itself, nest it within a block, or you can add any block that includes the image block. To add your asset to the image block, just hover over the image or image placeholder until the cursor changes into a green plus button. Or you can select an image in the inspector. A modal will appear where you can upload media or select media you have previously uploaded in the media library. Simply click the Select Files button and select the image you want to use for the block. The image will be added to your media library. Make sure it's selected and click the Select button. That should add your image to the block. The image block is very intuitive and flexible as you can adjust its width by dragging its handlers on the right and bottom sides of the block. Or hover over the image to view the size indicator on the middle of the block. Click this and you will see a modal where you may input the dimensions you want the image to be in. Now let's take a look at this mock page. We've utilized the image settings available in Stackable to make a simple careers landing page. We will be showing you how to recreate this page in this video. Now we've taken the liberty of creating the layout of the page. All there's left to do is to add our image assets and customizing them. Let's first go through the image block styling options in the inspector. On the inspector panel on the right, you may adjust the width in different units of measurement like pixel, percentage, or viewport width. You can change the width for different viewports so you can make your website responsive. Just click the desktop icon beside the width heading. Adjusting the size of the image may be done either by typing the value in the text field, or you can manually adjust it using the image width slider. The same goes for the height of your image block. There is a text box for alternative text, which will be displayed in case your image fails to load and for SEO purposes as well. We have a zoom setting so you can zoom the image in or out. There are hover styling options for this so you can change the setting for different hover states. Hover state styling is available for many image settings. We'll show you how to experiment with that later on. You may add shadows or outlines for your image block. Just input the number in the text box or use the slider. Image size sets the image display size to thumbnail, medium, large, or full size. A smaller image size will load faster. Next, the border radius lets you add rounded corners for your image. The next setting is the focal point, which you can adjust by dragging around the focal point picker or by entering the values in the text fields. This setting also has responsiveness and hover state styling available. Image fit tells the image to fill the block in a variety of ways, such as contain, cover, fill, scale down, or none. You can frame the image using different shapes, and you aren't limited to that as you can even flip the shape around if you'd like. Lastly, the image filter setting opens up a modal where you can modify the image effects and filters. Now that we've learned all the image block inspector settings, let's carry on to actually designing our block. We'll be adding our image, and then change the image height to 750. Let's add our alt text. For the zoom, let's make it 0.9 and change the value to 1 when the parent container is hovered. Now we'll just add a shadow. And finally, we are going to mask the image with a shape. Next, let's add an image as a block background. Make sure you have the entire parent block selected. Click the Block tab and find the background panel. Just click on the image picker in the inspector and you will be prompted again to select an image from the media library. The background color setting determines what color will be overlaid on the image, but we'll leave this clear for our block. The background media tint strength setting lets you adjust the opacity of the background color if you have added it to the block. But since we didn't add a background color, we'll leave this untouched. Stackable provides an option to keep the background image fixed in place while scrolling, but for our block, we'll keep the toggle turned off. You will see there are advanced background image settings. Clicking the pencil icon will prompt for a modal to appear where you could adjust the image to your liking. The advanced image settings have 4 properties: image position, image repeat, image size, and image blend mode. These properties already have default settings selected. The image position property gives you more control on which part of the background image will be the focal point. Let's set this to bottom left. The image repeat property will tile the image. This is perfect for if you select a pattern as your background. For our block, you'll select no repeat. The image size property adjusts the size of the image. Let's set this to a custom value. And lastly, the image blend mode sets how the image will blend into the background color. You'll set this to none. Let's move on to adding a container background. To add a background image to a container, make sure you're selecting the container you want to add an image to. In the Style tab, you'll find the Container Background panel. Click the image picker and select the image you want to add. The container background has the same image settings as the block background, but for our container background, we'll just keep it as is. Now let's check how this looks on the front end. Let's test if the hover state styling we've added works. Awesome! Now we've created a simple careers landing page and learned all about the different ways you can customize images on Stackable. Get creative and use these settings to your advantage to make your blocks unique to your website's personality. Now you know the different ways you can customize image settings in a block, so go ahead and apply what you've learned here to your website. We can't wait to see your websites that are built with Stackable. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel for more.